Now that the Menendez brothers are eligible.
Ryan Murphy told me that his new series, like how he did Dahmer, is now going to be on the Menendez Brothers.
Breaking news from that courtroom in Van Nuys where the Menendez brothers have been seeking a resentencing. A judge has ruled that they can, in fact, be resentenced.
The judge resentenced the Menendez brothers to 50 years to life. Their original sentence was life in prison without parole.
Now, this all came about because California's youthful offender law, they committed these crimes under the age of 26, which allowed them to have a resentencing hearing. They did have that hearing, and after spending 35 years in prison for taking out their parents, they are now fully eligible for parole.
Just when you would think you would be on your best behavior, as a court is going to consider your resentencing motion, Lyle Menendez smuggles a cell phone into the facility. And why is that important? Well, a cell phone is not a monitored device by the prison. Every single communication that you have, if you want to speak on a phone or a tablet, there's actually a recording saying it's being monitored by the prison. But not if you bring in a burner cell phone, which is exactly what he did, and he got caught. Same thing with Eric Menendez. He also admits to engaging in the purchasing of drugs with other inmates, in years before helping inmates engage in tax fraud. Again, what the psychologist looking at this said is that this shows that notwithstanding those rehabilitative efforts, their risk level is no longer low. It is moderate.
2 years ago, Cliff and I were talking about another case, and he mentioned the Menendez brothers, and it was a case that I obviously had followed. And he said he had prepared and he was about to file a pro per, believe it or not, writ of habeas corpus. 2 years ago, I said, well, you know what, Cliff, we talked about it. We enjoy working together, now have an undefeated record, continue to have. And we decided, let's do it. I don't think he, who does nothing but post-conviction work, or me, who I hate doing post-conviction work, ever thought 2 years later we'd be standing here after 35 years with this wonderful family who I've grown to love like my own family. And now we see the pot at the end of the rainbow, so to speak, or their freedom.
And you still say you're a normal kid?
Well, I didn't have normal experiences, but I am. I did that, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about what happened and wish that I could take that moment back.
It makes them immediately eligible for parole, and the state parole board and governor must decide whether to grant it, and that is scheduled in a hearing on June 13th.